Here we are, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Sea Otter Town Hall, the podcast. I don't even know what episode this is, but we are back again with Mike Kerrigan. Mike Kerrigan, baby. At this point, I don't even know if I can call you a guest. I think we're just doing the podcast together.
Yeah, dude, this is great. I love it.
I mean, yeah, dude. I think this is your 6th in a row. So at this point, it's just not a guest. You're just here.
Yeah, this is like, you know how like everyone else goes to therapy and they like talk. This is me. I just think it out here.
Yeah.
The only difference is I'm not like a sad loser. It's like these people are rich. They should be happy.
It's true,
if you
dude.
go to a therapist, you're rich. You made it.
You don't go to therapy?
No, I'd rather talk to someone on the train than go to therapy.
Right? I mean, that's okay.
Because then we can get in an altercation. We can fight it out.
Dude, I was in the city the other night. I told you this. We were out until like 4 a.m. Dude, it gets real sketchy over there.
Where? Over West 4th?
Yeah.
Yeah. After a certain time, I feel like after 2:30 is.
Dude, we were sitting there, so we left where we were hanging out, and we went and we got some food, and then we were just standing on the street, just like eating some food, standing in a circle, and there was 4 of us. So then you're like, oh, it's fine, like nothing's gonna happen. It's 4 dudes standing there. Dude, I got that weird feeling kind of in your, in the back of your neck, and I turn around, and there's like literally like 4 homeless dudes that are just like circling us like wild dogs, dude. And I was like, I looked at them, and as soon as I turned around and I like turned and took a step into the street, and like I saw them, and then as soon as like they saw that I saw them, they all like scattered.
Yeah, you have to. The key with these homeless, you got to make yourself look bigger. Like if you have a jacket, you just growl.
Yeah, it's like
a bear. You charge them.
It was like a shark. Same thing.
The way you're supposed to make yourself look bigger?
No, it's all the fish. When fish come together and they make it look like one big fish, and sharks are like, oh, that's bigger than me.
Dude, those sharks just chomp through that. They don't care.
No. If it looks like that's why schools of fish roll together, right?
I still think they get eaten.
Okay. Well, they maybe. I don't know. I only studied marine biology for about 3 years in college, so I don't have my doctorate.
I did about whatever you do in high school. What is that?
Yeah.
Weeks?
Yeah, it's 2 days. Yeah. 2 days.
Who knows?
Who knows what they teach in high school anymore?
Imagine high school biology right now.
Oh, man.
They're like, it's easy. It's over. The test is over. It's not like, hey, what's the difference? Like, there is no differences. You all get A's. Just you write down we're the exact same. And if your teacher says anything else, you sue the school for, like, dude, she said men have penises. They're like, she's dead.
It's like, give me my A. Give me my A or lose your job.
The exact same.
Oh, well, dude, I also appreciate, so this, in the new apartment in Bushwick, Mike's old neighborhood.
Yeah, I used to live over here. This was a cool spot.
Dude, did you like it over here?
I didn't hang around here. That's the thing, because there's no restaurants, all bodegas.
Yeah, it's not,
Like, if you're an egg and cheese guy, this is your spot.
I do like an egg and cheese.
They got good egg and cheese, sandwiches.
Dude, the closest bodega to me, though, closes, the one right at the corner closes at like 10 o'clock.
My one was
9, 10?
On the corner of, it's like 2 streets up from here, corner of this in Central, they're 24 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one like right up the street that closes at midnight. I went there last night. But yeah, that's weird. You know what I've been saying? This is how I describe my neighborhood to people. It's nice, but there's a lot of dirt bikes on the street.
Yeah, dirt bikes on the street. Don't you feel like you're not like civilization is not winning?
Yeah.
It's like it's like directly. The more dirt bikes I see, the further the fall is. Right?
Dude, no license plate, 3 dirt bikes together. I feel like I'm on the set of like Mad Max.
Yeah,
like that's what's happening.
Seen them on the sidewalk, like screaming like a war cry. You're like, this isn't what I was hoping for.
I was hoping for strollers, not dirt bikes, and yeah, but so I do, dude, they scare the shit out of you too. When you walk to the subway, they just like 3 of them roll up behind you and like
imagine
sit by.
If I was a crazy dirt bike guy and I saw you, I'd be like, we're going to make this kid scream.
Dude, you know what?
That's what it's going to come down to. You're getting rounded up like cattle by dirt bike guys.
Dude, when I get dressed, I think about the fact, like walking to the subway, I look so attackable.
Oh yeah, but you're lucky, dude. In this neighborhood, you look tough with all these like the plaid shirt dudes around here.
Yeah, the one thing I do that definitely makes me a target is I have a fanny pack that I've been rocking
Oh, well,
that I
I
put
told you about that.
over my but I wear it like a backpack, like over my chest, but I still think it's like a light blue. I'm like, dude, this is just might as well be a bullseye, you know?
Yeah, the world has changed now. When I was coming up, like if you even wore a Batman shirt past the age of like we'll say 18, we just assumed that you were, handicapped. Like, and if you had the fanny pack on, we're like, oh, well, that was a sign. You're like, oh, well, the kid at Disney World, right? Like your age, with
Yeah.
that on, he's 100% handicapped, and you know that. You're like, thank you for, he has his stuff in there, and that's the way it is. But now it's like, there's no.
Dude, they're just convenient. Now it's convenient. Now everybody should. But I will say, dude, I've been seeing more and more people rocking the fanny pack.
Oh, me too. Me too. It's not the dirt bikes. All for me, not good signs.
The dirt bikes and the
It's a
fanny packs.
society in decline. Maybe they're directly connected, right? The more
Yeah.
fanny packs, the more these guys are like, hey, I'm just gonna ride my dirt bike through your living room. What are you gonna do about it?
Dude, eventually it's going to get to a point where people are just like, nah, man, I want to live here.
What do you mean?
Like they're going to just kick your door down and be like, I live here now. It's going to be like, you know, rule by might by right, right
Oh,
by
wow.
might, right?
Yeah, I can see that happening.
It just really falls apart. And, you know, the cops are going to be like, hey, man, this is what you wanted. This is
Yeah.
what you wanted. You know what? You can't keep your home now. You got to be the strongest to keep your home. If you're not strong and you can't fight, you don't get to live inside. That's what it is. Sorry, dude. They took, all the guns are banned, so we don't have guns. We got sticks now. So,
Yeah. That's tough.
yeah. Anyway, back in the neighborhood, baby. I do. Yeah, I don't. Do you take the subway after midnight?
Yeah, every single night.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I do too, but
What am I other route? What do you think? I'm just floating around with Uber money?
I don't know. You
I'm like
working
a
on
once every 6 month
Uber?
Uber
Really?
guy.
I do it once a week at least.
It's only an emergency, like when the trains are down or something. It's like 2
Yeah.
in the morning. It's like $50. It's too much to be dropping all the time.
I will say last night I took the last couple times I've taken the subway late at night, I was a little like not nervous, but I was like hesitant before I was doing it because you just hear things. People are like, "Oh, the subways are crazy now." Like there's a cop who lives next door to my parents, in my parents' neighborhood, and they were talking to him, and as parents, and my mom's like, "Oh yeah, my son just moved to Brooklyn," and he goes, "Oh boy." Which is not, what my mom needs to hear.
Oh,
Once I literally 5 days
sorry.
after I move out, and the cop goes, "Oof, tell him not to take the subway after dark."
yeah.
Like
It is lawless. I'll give you that.
like
I
it's
do
the
see some stuff.
'60s. Yeah.
Oh, it's just you're definitely on your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to really just connect with the other people in the subway car. As long as you can make eye contact and be like, "Yeah, that guy in the corner is the crazy one."
Dude, if you're in the corner, you're fine. These guys are getting up in your face talking. You know
Dude,
what I mean?
I've only been here now 2 weeks, and I've already seen 3 subway shows,
Oh,
which I
okay.
know are your favorite.
I haven't. Dude, they used to be daily. Now that they're not as common.
Dude, last night a guy literally sat down in front of me. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I was coming home and he sits down. Dude, it was one of those things. He literally sat in the middle, like 2 inches from me. Everybody in his area just got up and walked to the other ends of the
That's
train.
best. I love
Dude, he
it.
sat down. He had like a big bongo drum and he just started hitting it. And
I think I gave that guy $1.
did you?
Yeah,
Yeah. You know, and he's living his best life.
yeah.
So,
You know the pole guys that swing around on the poles?
yeah, I've seen 2 of those already.
Yeah, the funniest one I ever seen was this lady. She came in. She was banged up, white lady. Did not expect her to be a Showtime person because she was solo. She was wearing a T-shirt only. She had like a long T-shirt on. It was like mad stains. And she announced her Showtime, which was I was like, this is the most intriguing thing I've ever seen. I want to see where this is going.
Yeah.
She goes, "It's showtime, everybody." Her energy was a little bit low. Then she grabbed the pole and like kind of just leaned, like as if she would go around and just laid down and went to sleep. And she did get up. Like it wasn't like she fell asleep permanently, but like for like a little bit. And you're like, all right, maybe she's not getting up. And then she just got up and asked for money. And I was like, that's crazy.
I mean, That
Like
is
if I see that
confidence.
on America's Got Talent, they gotta keep her. You know, every week I want to see her. Just I can watch her every week. She comes out, announces whatever. She's like, this week's magic, and just takes a little nap.
Dude, that is so confident. I really love that.
Yeah.
Honestly, that is that's a hustler. She's just trying to make her money. She's trying to live her life. So I support it.
Yeah. The worst is when you get double homeless. Have you ever seen that happen?
This is my train car, bitch.
Yeah, they swear, but they also one time I seen another homeless guy walked up and he asked a homeless guy for $1, like just to beat, and the other guy asked him for 5. And I was like, this is a failure here. This isn't how it works.
Yeah.
Right?
That's...
I've been talking about this all the time. I act out.
Yeah.
How like no homeless guys died from COVID.
I was thinking about that last night. I don't know if they didn't die or we just don't know about it.
Well, this is my theory. Like most of them didn't die of COVID, but the ones that did, it wasn't COVID that got them. You know what got them? It was those stimulus checks. Right? Dude, you can't drop 2 G's on a homeless guy all at once.
Yeah,
That's a death sentence.
They're living on $50 a day, and all of a sudden they got $2,000 in their bank accounts.
They're going to the liquor store or fentanyl dealer, and they're going to be overdosed within hours.
I will say this: I know that probably a lot of homeless individuals don't have bank accounts. So like, how did they get those stimulus checks?
Oh, I don't even know if they're getting them. I don't know.
I have to assume that they are, but
maybe.
Yeah, that's tough stuff right there.
Some of them have apartments.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I have seen homeless cell phones, and I'm like, yeah, all right.
A lot of good combos on that one, right? Imagine the memes being shared in the homeless community. It's a different ballgame.
Oh, look at Janice. She's drunk again, and it's only noon. Just passed out on Times Square.
On top of a mailbox.
Just taking a nap. Dude, that's why I love that idea of someone walking on the train and just being like, it's showtime, baby. Here we are. And just like falling asleep.
Well, she did try to do like a swing, but it just like the opium kicked in or whatever the opiates hit at
dude,
that time.
That lean, that drug lean. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. Oh, is that we got the AC kicking in. I don't know. I don't even know if you can hear it on through the recording, but whatever. Yeah, who cares? Who cares? We're good.
So what are we talking about? What were we just talking
about? Dude, I don't. You know what? We were just rolling. Dude, were you a big collector guy when you were younger? Did you like collect anything? Like
No, I did baseball cards for short standing basketball cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a hoarder personality?
No.
No?
No, I could leave everything in my apartment like a market smells. It's all disposable.
Really?
Yeah, I have no I'm against that. I'm against like what do you call that? Sentimentality. I hate sentiment. I think sentimentality is a scam.
It's
People
interesting.
Like, oh, you broke my coffee mug. I'm like, no, screw your mug. Your mug is worthless.
Dude, I don't have like hoarder personality, but I do a little bit because I'll attach like, dude, I know like if someone dies and I had to like clean out like a family member's like home after they pass away, I'm not going to want to throw anything out because I'm going to be like, oh my god, they touched this, I can't throw it out.
I'll burn the place down.
Dude,
I want to look at it. Burn it.
Oh, dude. I mean, we have, you know what though? I think that's just a family trait because we have like, dude, I remember. So my mom's cousin, she got like evicted from her house, like at this point. So like I remember going over with my mom and like, it was someone like she hadn't spoken to in a while, like she lost touch with her, and then all of a sudden she came back. She was like, oh, hey, how's it going? And then she got evicted. So my mom was like, you know what, why don't we help you? Like, we're going to take your stuff because, you don't have to get a storage unit. We'll put it in our attic. We'll put it in our attic for you. Dude, we haven't seen that woman in 10 years. The stuff is still in our attic.
Okay.
No idea. I think she went to like Texas or something. She might be dead. I have no idea. But like nobody, dude, I'll tell you this. I want to go through it. I want to sell it. My mom's like, no, she has sisters. I was like, dude, she lost the right to like get that property to her family. Like, I'm going to sell the hell out of it.
Yeah, give them enough. Be like, hey, I got you. Come and get it. And if they're like, oh, delayed, like you have 2 weeks. That's fair.
Dude, so I think it's a family trait that we have of like not hoarding, but being like, we got to go through everything to make sure there's nothing of real value in You know?
So basically what you're saying is if we were in combat, you'd be the guy robbing the dead. Like, where's Dylan? He's just taking some dude's watch off.
We gotta get it to his
You know,
family.
there's always guys like, we're joking about it now, but like out of like a 5-man crew, there's always going to be one guy like, dude, I'm not going to leave the watch here. The guy's got a gold necklace. I'm going to leave it here.
Dude, yeah, you can't. I mean, you got to take it, you know. Either it's going to go to a family member or a pawn shop. One or the other, it's going to be good. I was a big collector of like everything, dude. We collect. I mean, when I was a kid, and collectors like never have any money, but Tamagotchi and Beanie Babies, all that stuff. It's all a scam. You don't know Tamagotchi?
No.
It was like these little like keychain egg things, and it was like super primitive technology, and you had to like keep it alive and like feed it and stuff.
I remember Spinjos.
I've never even heard of that, dude.
That is crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I was looking. What did I want to talk to you about? Do you
Dude, there's tons of dark news.
I mean, have you? Yeah.
I don't follow it. Like I don't really follow anything anymore.
No.
I mean, I do. I just don't want to. Not like the mainstream.
Dude, it's too depressing. It's also like if you watch the news 10 minutes in, you're like, oh my God, the world's falling apart. When in reality, if you just don't listen to it, you're like, everything's great.
No, that's the key.
Everything's great.
Yeah, if you listen to it, you expect like everything's on fire in New York all the time. And it's like,
no, man, it's pretty good.
it's like a quarter of the time it's on fire. So you got like 75% of the time to just do what you want. I did find that the people jumping off the plane to be disturbing. Have you seen it?
I wasn't going to bring that up because it's pretty.
So funny.
It's
like,
pretty. That's pretty
I
bad.
don't think it's funny that people are jumping off of a plane, but like if you were like, how bad can bad be for this thing? They're like, we got human beings trying to hold onto a plane and then jumping off. They didn't make it, obviously. How high were they? 100,000 feet or not?
How high do you think feet is? 100,000 feet? Dude, the tallest. I actually just watched that video today.
They were pretty close to the ground when they jumped. But
it was high, dude.
Too far to live.
Dude, we're talking like skyscraper height. They're not lit.
Oh no, they're not lit.
Dude, they're probably 1,000 feet in the air.
1,000 feet. That's not.
Yeah. I mean, do you know the highest space jump? Not space jump, but skydive. Felix Baumgartner. He took that like helium balloon up to the stratosphere and jumped. It was 100,000 feet. He fell. He was spinning and shit. He wore a spacesuit.
Did he live?
Yeah, he had a parachute.
What did he land in a stadium?
No, it was like in the desert or something.
Okay.
Yeah, super. He's doing a lot. That's a lot of
I would hate to
doing
be
too
on,
much.
I would hate to be on the White House staff, be like the positive guy, just like I don't know, I don't think it was that bad. Dude, that country is they took over in 20 minutes. Like it was like beyond immediate.
Do you know what's funny? They're really like trying to spin the positivity of it because I did see something today, like a news headline that was like, it's like Taliban says that women will have rights in new regime. I was like, what? I was like, well, that's positive. And then the news article was like, if you remember, the old Taliban, wasn't high on women's rights, but the new Taliban will be okay on it.
Yeah, Taliban 2.0.
Dude, it's like, yeah, dude, I mean, it's Taliban the sequel. You know what I'm saying? They're coming back.
We're back, baby. Oh, that's what we do. Need a couple good. We need like a black and a white guy to somehow like go over and fix our Middle East. That would be the new buddy cop movie, where it's just like they teach the whole problem with that. It's like
gotta
they
be
don't know
Mel
how to
Gibson.
dance. They don't got the rhythm, so we show them how to dance, and they're like, oh, we're not gonna behead infidels anymore. We're just gonna dance.
Dude, it's just a mix of Footloose and any movie with Mel Gibson as a cop.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be casting Mel Gibson for this one, no. Right, Mel Gibson in Afghanistan.
Oh my God. Yeah, dude. What did I see with? Dude, it's pretty rough. You know what?
No, sorry to interrupt you, but I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
The worst story I've read so far.
Yeah.
Is there's like this field like I don't know what it is like. It's like some story about this British kid, and like they don't really highlight the fact he was on vacation in Afghanistan, and they're like, yeah, he had to get flown out. But I'm like, dude, you should be focusing on why was this kid on vacation in
Dude,
Afghanistan.
it sounds like he's trying to join the Taliban.
Yeah, unless you're like Hunter Biden, like exploring for your new oil like deal. Like why any white kid who's there, where is he at the hot club in Kabul, right? Just dancing his heart out all night. Dude, you're right. Dude, he was probably there. He's like scouting a diamond mine, and he's like ripping these people off.
Dude, that's the thing. It's like when you go to a lot of these countries that are very hostile towards Americans, it's like why are you there?
Dude,
There's a lot of there's a lot of places you could go. You don't gotta go to Iraq, you know?
I don't even think you should be allowed in Iraq.
I don't think you can. I don't think you're.
That's a good thing.
Dude, also the thing, so when everybody's like now especially people are like, dude, fuck America, America sucks, it's the worst place to live. Then you see a video of people literally trying to cling to an airplane leaving Afghanistan, and you're like, yeah, tell me about how much America sucks, about how little rights you have here.
Dude, the desperation level is high because like even if you do get a good spot on the out, like how long did they think? Did they think they were gonna make it to America? Like I held on a plane.
Dude, I've seen those like challenges where most average people can't hold on to a bar. Have you seen that? It's like a carnival game where like you hang on to the bar for 2 minutes and you win $100. Dude, most people can't even hang on for like 50 seconds. Dude, these guys who are just climbing on like full garb, full robed up, you're gonna hold on to a wheel for 6.5 hours?
I mean, I have heard you can get in the wheel ducts. I've heard of that. People doing it that way.
Dude, that's how Chappelle's character died in Con Air. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he froze to death.
Yeah, he froze. He got in the wheel duct and then he froze.
That was a good reference.
That's a great, deep cut. It's a great movie.
He drank gasoline in that movie and then spit it in some guy's face and like lit him on fire. And
oh
like,
yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do or something. I'm like, dude, that was the most horrific. You just burned a guy alive.
Dude, that's a great movie. I will say, I think Nicolas Cage, he gets a lot of shit for being like, oh, he's such like a crazy guy. Dude, he's I think a super underrated actor. He's got a ton of good movies.
I don't know if he's underrated though. He is. I thought he had a really good spell there up until and I thought this was a good job. Face Off.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's where he like snapped.
Yeah.
Like in that movie, in that mirror, like we think it's brilliant acting. That's like the director. They're all sick people. They had him that like he lost his mind in that.
Oh,
he's like, I'm not me. I'm you. No, you're me. What? He just the scene I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That was a freaky scene. I think he lost his mind in that because have you seen him announce? I seen him giving a speech somewhere, and he was like, I guess he was doing well in the speech, so he's like, let's go for it. He's like, I'm a real life superhuman. What do you call himself? Superhero. Because I'm a real life superhero.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. I mean, yeah. Him and Kevin Costner is a guy who I don't think we appropriately appreciate his contributions to
I thought you were
cinema.
gonna say Kevin Spacey, and like.
I mean, yeah.
He's
Yeah, I mean, despite some of his personal flaws, yeah, great actor. Really contributed a lot.
I think the thing is, they lived that dream though.
Yeah.
He was on top.
He was.
He's still.
But like Field of Dreams, Tin Cup, he's got like some of the best.
Whitney Houston,
yeah, dude, he's got some of like the best, like some of the best sports movies. If you were to do like a top 25 sports movies of all time, like he's got at least 3 of them.
Yeah.
Tin Cup and Field of Dreams, and I have to imagine he's in another.
Okay, I only see Field of Dreams. I assume you knew the rest of them.
No, I'm just talking my ass,
okay,
No, Tin Cup. You never saw Tin Cup? He's like an old alcoholic, down on his luck golfer, and he lives in the middle of nowhere. And someone's like, "I want to come get golf lessons," and then he somehow gets back on tour, and then it's him like hitting the. Yeah, he doesn't win, but he's like he gets to the last hole, and he keeps like hitting the ball because he wants to hit the green, and it keeps rolling into the water. It's like one of the hardest shots. So they keep saying lay up, lay up, lay up, and then he keeps hitting it, and he finally ends up getting it. But it's like down to the last ball in the bag, and then he's like, who cares? I didn't win. He's like, nobody remembers who won these things, but they will remember this moment. So it's a nice thing.
Kind of sad,
Draft Day. That's the other one that he was in. 3.
That sounds like a weak entry.
Draft Day is not. I don't think you could say it's a top 25 sports movie of all time, but it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. What were we talking? Oh, yeah, the hanging onto the planes. I mean, yeah, you're not gonna do that for 12 hours.
Dude, that's a tough scene over there.
It's also kind of weird that like the news is just showing it.
That's all they're gonna show though. In a couple days, they'll breeze over it and be like, oh, things aren't that bad.
Also, it's a bit surprising because I think you and I agree the media has not held you know Democrats really accountable for the negative things they've done, and I think you can say whether it was right or wrong to pull out, but it's a pretty devastating outcome
Oh, we're in a lot of trouble.
to like pulling out. It's like, hey, this thing that we did for 20 years, it's like, yeah, it's all done. So
I mean, I blame them. I blame both parties for all these things.
starting it, continuing it,
starting.
continuing
It's
it,
all like
ending
a
it.
scam. They're like passing the football to each other, like throw it to these guys for 4 years.
Yeah.
We got it covered. Then the next guy. But
I think it's just a pretty like even like the top government guys I saw, the top military guys were like, it'll probably take about a month, and it was like 3 days.
it's immediate, dude. It was like 20 minutes. They were
It's
like,
like,
the bell.
whoa.
They like rang the bell, and it was over. But I'm not going there. You know what I mean? To fix this. So just know that.
You're not going to Afghanistan?
Under no.
You're not going to get a visa?
No.
Comedian's visa? Dude, they love you over there.
Well, man, if the shows were good, just for comedy, I'd go.
If the shows were good, dude, I'll be there in a second.
Like, who here beats your wife? They go wild.
Holy shit. You haven't dated at all, right? You haven't been dating?
But in my whole life?
Yeah, you've ever been on a date?
Yes, I have. I just talked to a girl seconds ago on the one of those apps.
Which app?
Instagram. That's
Dude,
the best one.
That is how people date now.
Of course it is. What? How else would you? I think girls find it. Well, not all of them. Some find it rude to talk to them in person. They like, just Instagram.
Dude, I've seen those videos. Did I tell you this? I went on so our buddy Artie, he loves talking to girls. Loves like going up to strangers and being like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" He does it in a very successful way. Dude, he gave me a bike tour. So I went like trying to like learn his bike tour around Central Park. So we go and do it. Dude, did I tell you this?
Yeah.
We're literally riding towards the end of the tour, and all of a sudden he slams on the brakes and pulls a left and like a U-turn. And I was like, oh, we just missed the turn. I turn around. Dude, he literally pulled a U-turn and like fucking cuts this girl off with his bike. And he's like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" I was
Were
like,
there other people on the tour?
No, it was just me.
That's how I see the story. I'm like, just the balls on that.
And he's just like, "Hold on, folks, hold on. I know we'll get to the rest of Central Park. Just let me talk to this lady right here." And yeah, they talked for a minute. And you always feel weird whenever he's done that multiple times.
What is your role at that moment?
Exactly, dude. So now I turn around and I just have to park my bike like 20 feet away and watch them. Yeah, dude, I'm just watching them interact. And then finally he was like, "Oh, that's my buddy Dylan." And I'm just like,
"Hey.
Hello."
It's the worst.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hate it.
It's super uncomfortable. But it is always fun to watch because then I get to tell you guys about it and be like, "Dude, he's insane. What's going on?" Dude, it was killing me though. And then I think he got her number. I don't really remember. But he did. And then we just left.
I mean, it would be fair because you're there. Like if you also got her number.
Dude, that would be nice. That would be.
Like, she'd be like, "Who the hell is this?" But remember the other guy that was kind of like standing in the background?
I just text her. I'm like, "Yeah, I was the one who was away," and she's like, "Yeah, please don't text me again." Dude, he does that shit. Has he ever made you do it?
No, dude, I'm not doing it.
Dude, I was in the city with him once, and he was like, "Dude, honestly, just pick a girl walking on the street and approach her and just say hi. Dude, it's very easy." And I was like, "Dude, I really don't want to do this." And he's like, "Just do it. It'll be fine. It'll be funny. It'll be great, you know? Once you do it a couple times, you get the nerves out of the way." And I was like, "Yeah, okay." So I literally just like walk up to this girl and I was like, "Hey, do you know where the thing is?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, it's that way." And I was like, "Oh, actually, I know where it is. I just wanted to talk to you." And I was just like, "That's the creepiest thing I've ever done." I was like, I feel dirty doing this. And then like she like laughed and I was like, but then like once it wasn't a bad interaction, it was like very fine. And she was like, "Oh, okay." And then like literally like I was like, "So what else are you doing?" Like, I didn't know. I didn't have anything else to like go to after that. And she was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna go." And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That I get it.
Oh yeah, it's not easy. I think it's a good hobby for guys like Artie.
Dude, that's the thing though. It's tough to talk to ladies in person today because
Oh yeah, it definitely takes courage. There's no doubt about
well,
it.
not only that, but I don't want to like make anyone uncomfortable. And I keep seeing videos. I keep seeing competing videos on Instagram of women being like, "Do not even look at me. Don't talk to me. Don't even fucking walk past me in public. I don't want to talk to you." And then other videos will be like, "Guys, why do you think we wear makeup? Why do you think we get dressed? We want to be talked to." And I'm like, honestly, I don't know who to believe. So I'm just gonna not do
It's a
anything.
mixed barrel. It's a mixed barrel.
Hmm. It's tough stuff. All right. Would you rather know how you were going to die or when you were going to die?
Neither.
You have to know one.
No, because I'm never gonna die. I'm one of those never die guys.
Dude, you on the Biden drugs?
No, but he's got to be on something. You can see the fluctuation. He's doing the baby steps though, which I don't care for. You know, those little
The
old
little
man
shuffle
shuffle,
steps?
little
Yeah,
shuffle.
that's nerve-wracking. That's nerve-wracking. He is definitely losing his mind. You were just telling me. What were you talking about with the
Oh, it's riddles. He does like old time riddles.
Yeah.
And it's a genius trick because like the people are like, first of all, it has nothing to do with what they've just asked. But he then, when he's done with it, he looks at them like, if you don't know this, I'm not telling you the rest, you idiot. Like they screwed up. He's like, anyone who doesn't know this is in it. And he was just like, it's genius because he has no accountability. He just walks away and they're like, no more questions.
I've
He does
seen
that the most.
Dude.
He'll just bomb something. You start throwing. Have you seen him throw numbers around? Dude,
No.
oh, you get him throwing numbers. Watch it. He'll be like 450 trillion. Billion. 103 bagillion. That's right. He'll just go higher, and then the numbers, and we're like, what are you talking about? And they'll just end the conference.
No more questions. We're gonna
That's good
shuffle him
enough.
out the back.
Good enough.
I have seen when they like shuffle him out the back and then they literally have like hands on him being like, get him out of here. Get him out of
He's
here.
gonna start. Dude, I'll be honest, because I gotta lay this down before whatever happens with this guy. He was the worst candidate in history that I've ever seen. And people are like, well, what are you talking about? I'll tell you this. This is why in any other time period he wouldn't have even made it. He threatened to fight 3 constituents on the road. Just always remember that. Like, what do you mean? No, he challenged him to a physical fight, and some of them were actually Democratic voters there to see him. Like, you know what I mean? If they're like, how is Joe doing? He threatened to fight 3 of his constituents, and now he's the president. Then they ask him a question he doesn't like. He's like, hey, why don't me and you go outside there, tough guy? Huh? I'll beat the hell out of you. Like I beat my wife.
I have seen, I do
He started
remember
3
that.
fights, dude. That's unbelievable. Imagine if Trump got in 3 physical, like, threatened people with violence.
I mean, I will say, I think Trump did definitely threaten
No, I
violence
think
against
he calls
people,
names. Like,
which
he
was
calls
also
people,
hilarious.
He calls people. He'll be like, no, you're a fat loser. Or he's like, you are just not. You just don't have what it takes to succeed in life. Like, he's real cruel.
Oh, goddamn,
critical
he's
like that.
funny. Oh, God.
Yeah, because he was funny. Like, when he called Rosie O'Donnell a fat pig, like, the answer he gave them was hilarious. They're like, you've reported that you've been calling women. He's like, correction. I didn't call women. I called Rosie O'Donnell a fat pig.
Dude, you saw like in the beginning, the media got better at like knowing, but like in the beginning when he started saying shit like that, it like stunned the media. They were like, I don't even know how do you even respond to that? Usually people would just deny it and we'd play the tape.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, it's true. It's all true. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, man. This is a mess.
It's that is so funny, the riddle shit. You really wouldn't want to know how.
No.
I don't think I'd want to know how you were gonna die. You know why? Because people always want to know like when they would die, unless it's like tomorrow, and you're like, what the fuck? Like if I knew it was gonna be like 95 and in my bed, I would be like, yeah, I want to know that. But then they're like, you're actually gonna get hit by a bus in 3 weeks. I would be like, well, fuck.
Yeah, but what
Jeez.
do you think it would help you live your life better if you knew, or worse?
I feel like
Would you get cocky? Like, dude, I got till 95. I'm going out, just getting wasted all the time.
yeah, I would know. Yeah, but like 3 weeks, I feel like I would be too overwhelmed. I would be like crippled by like I don't even know what to do. Like I want to do everything, and I would be paralyzed with options, so I would do nothing.
Yeah, that's about
I
right.
would just probably watch
See, that's why I
Netflix
don't
for
want to.
3 weeks.
See, I was right about this. It's a trap. It's like a genie with the wishes, right? And then your whole life gets screwed up.
What's another one? Would you rather lose all your money that you made in the last year or lose all the memories that you've made in the last year?
Dude, I'd lose that money and gain it back in like 3 weeks. I have no savings. I have nothing substantial. That's why I live like it's a freedom that I
It's
have.
just like 3 grand. You're like, dude, I can
Dude,
make
three
that on.
grand is my high mark. That's when I'm living on the home. I was talking about this with someone who's on my level. I'm like, I don't get worried until there's $30. I'm like, and even then, I'm like, dude, I got 3 more meals. I'm good. But when I have 3 grand, I'm going out I'm eating steaks out. I have no people. If people see me, they're like, dude, this kid's doing well. I'm not doing well. I'm eating well.
Yeah,
I am doing well, but not according
dude,
to
you're doing well.
not society's these ridiculous margins.
Dude, I mean, I can't even imagine. I keep seeing these videos. I don't know why, but they're like on my feed, on my YouTube, and they keep showing me. They're like, "Hey, do you want to see what it lives like? What it looks like to live in a $10 billion apartment?" And I'm like, "No, I,
Yeah.
dude." There was a video, and it was like, "Hey, do you want a tour of this $100 million penthouse in New York City?" And I was like, "Yeah, I watched it, but it just made me so depressed." I was like, dude, well, first of all, I was like, this sucks for $100 million. I mean, this is super lame. But like, dude, if you have 100 million, you could like $100 million like property in like Montana, you'd have like 100,000 acres,
Oh,
1 million acres maybe.
what the hell are you gonna do with all those acres, bro?
I don't know. Live on it, control it, form a town, probably.
Control it. I love that. That's what it's all about, isn't it? In the end?
Dude, just like if you had that much money, you just make a town and you just like start a cult or something.
You're just the lone sheriff in town, and you get on a crazy power trip.
Dude, do you think you would be good in a cult?
No, I don't like cults.
Would you be a better? Do you think
You
I
know where
could
I
see you
think
being a cult
I
leader?
really get them?
Where
That food, man. They're gonna try to give you that everybody business. Dude, I barely got through cafeteria food. I'm a real strong. I'm against that.
yeah,
Cafeteria food is training for either cult life or some sort of government takeover where you just serve these little cubes and you think it's good, but it's disgusting. You're like, oh, it's pizza day. It's disgusting. Pizza day is gross. That's not even. It's not good pizza.
at work.
No, man, at school.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cafeterias.
Oh, dude, I used to love Pizza Day,
I
man.
know
Oh,
everyone did. That's what communism will do to you. You get excited over the little treats they hand you. There's a little nugget.
dude, I used to get so psyched. They would always limit. This is such a fat kid move, but they would always limit how much pizza you were allowed to have. You were
Oh, I thought
never.
it was one. I thought it was. Yeah, I think it's only 2 slices. You can get
Dude,
you
it
get the
sucked.
regular
Yeah.
slice, and then I think maybe if you were rich, you could afford that extra slice.
They would give us. You'd get pizza. It was $1.50 a slice, but they would never let you order more than one slice. More than two slices. So you get two slices and like a soda and a bag of chips for like $6.
Dude, that's what I thought first of all.
It wasn't bad, but like you're,
$6.
sixth grade or whatever.
Dude, that was like
$5 maybe.
it was like $1.50 for lunch at my school.
Dude, I remember when it was like chips for 50 cents at school. That was wild times. That's like, yeah. But I always felt fat shamed when they were like, no, this guy.
I always noticed.
He's always gonna ask for 3 slices. Don't give it to him.
I always noticed this in these kind of millionaires. Like the fat kids I knew, they were all in with the lunch ladies, and the lunch ladies would be doubling down on them, and they just hated me because I was a skinny kid. They're like, we don't like you. You're not growing. You stay the same size.
He's not eating the tots, baby. He's not eating
And
tater
they knew I didn't like
tots.
it. Probably that was the attitude. They looked at my ass like, this kid thinks he's better than these nasty ass green beans. Tater tots too. People love those. Tater tots are a scam for us.
Dude, I like tater tots. Put a little gravy on, a little cheese. You really make it work for you. As long as they're crispy. Any kind of mushy potato other than mashed potatoes, count me out. You gotta get some crisp to those potatoes.
You do the gravy fries.
Oh, poutine, dude. Yeah, I love
not bad.
poutine.
I like
Oh,
that.
poutine's great, dude. I poutine tater tots. I prefer a fry, but that's just me. That's just me. So
Yeah,
We had a couple dead air moments. It doesn't matter, dude. It
That's
doesn't
real.
matter.
That's real
Dude,
life.
if we're having a real conversation, we're going to have times where we're just like in our own mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that's how Biden lives every day of his life.
How many?
Just in
I
his
feel
own
like he's
mind.
got like an hour a day where he's conscious. You know, and they use it up. They get him juiced up on drugs, and then they just hurl him back into.
I
What the hell
mean,
does he do for fun? You know, like a lot of presidents have hobbies. He's not a golf guy, is he?
dude, he's just trying to stay alive.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, he's no. I mean, that's the thing.
How
Think
many times
about.
do you think he wakes up in the morning and his wife has to tell him he's president? Like every morning, he'll be like, "I'm going down to." She's like, "John,
You're the president. You can't just go to the grocery store. People get that for you.
just sniffing cashiers here." That's not a lot.
Dude, think about how far we've come from just like an athletic. Dude, when you had Obama playing like weekly games of basketball, golfing, Trump's out there golfing, having sex with models, and now like Biden's like, well, sometimes my exercise is walking from my bed to the bathroom and back again.
I feel like Hunter makes up for it with his like crack escapades. This is I talk about this on stage. Like one of the things I don't get about Hunter, right? Because he just got caught. They not video.
Oh, did that?
So this is his MO. He's smoking crack. He's with a prostitute, and then he's like, "Hold on a sec, Hunter. I gotta tape this. I might have some good gems in our conversation." Like, okay, I don't recommend any of these things.
Dude, what is he doing?
If you're smoking crack and with a prostitute, the last thing you want to do is record.
Dude, he should do stand up. That's probably what he's doing.
Next.
He's
That's
probably
his
prepping.
plan. It's like, dude, whenever it collapses, I'm gonna hit the stand up scene. It'll be like Charlie Sheen thing. You like make a joke. He'll be on like what is that show like America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Hunter Biden.
Dude, that's the most depressing thing about stand up.
You ever having sex with your dead brother's wife and you get her pregnant, and then she's pregnant at the funeral? What?
My tooth just hit the microphone. Dude, get out of here. That's such a weird dynamic. That's
what
bizarre.
I mean. Like, in the past, Joe wouldn't be a candidate. They'd be like, listen, your son had sex with his dad. We're going. This is gonna get exposed. People, I don't even know if people care anymore.
Dude, I mean, no.
What's the big deal?
Yeah. That was a very much anything's better. Anything's better than what you got, so doesn't matter. It's like, yeah.
That's a great sales thing.
Yeah.
If you could get people like I was selling cars and I could get you into that moment like anything's better. Like, this car doesn't run. It's actually on fire right now, but it's better than that last one.
Dude, that's how you have sales. You just shit on the other thing, right? You're just like, yeah, this other thing sucks. Try my thing. Actually, I think that's like my brother's in sales, and he said, I think that's like the worst way to sell.
Yeah.
Is to shit on the other.
Most desperate.
They're like, oh, you currently have company A? Well, let me tell you this. That company sucks. That company sucks. Company B that I work for is so much better.
Unbelievable.
The best. We're the best. Yeah. What's the worst date you've ever been on? Do you have one? Do you have a bad date?
Yeah, definitely had some bad dates. I'm trying to think. They're not like that funny, but I do remember a girl like one time. I was wearing I thought I was dressed up pretty bad.
Yeah.
Nice jeans, dress shoes, cash.
Okay. Did we? I don't think so.
Yeah,
I talked about one of my bad dates.
And this girl, I don't know what she like. I'm not that critical of what a girl wears. And like,
Yeah.
like she was pretty curvy, good looking girl. She wore this jumpsuit, moo. Like I could barely even like come. I was like, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, does she not like me? Like, is this like a mind trick? And but whatever, you know, I made it. I'm like, oh, you look great, and she had kind of a mouth on her. She started talking trash about my dress shoes. Didn't say anything about the cash. I'm like, who is this?
So she's ripping on your
I was
outfit.
holding back my disgust for her outfit. I'm like, that's the polite thing to do. First date, you're talking trash about.
Do you have a second date?
No.
Oh, God. Dude, I had a real bad date once. I remember when, bro, I like walked in and it was one of those, we started talking about comedy, which is never a good thing. Dude, she goes, my favorite comedian. I go, oh, like, who do you like? She goes, you know, who are your favorite comedians? I said a couple, you know, I was like, these guys I really like right now. And then I was like, well, what about you? Who do you like? And she goes, oh, my favorite comedian, Kathy Griffin. And
Was this after?
No, this is after she held the head of Trump
if
up.
it was, that would be interesting.
It was before, dude. It was before, and she was like Kathy Griffin, and I laughed because like I was like, well, she doesn't really do stand up anymore. Like she's like, she got a reality show. She's not really a comedian, and
But
dude,
she was a real deal comedian
for a
long
while,
time.
yeah. But like at this point, it's like, dude, it would be like, it's an unacceptable answer at this point, right? So I like laughed. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. And she was like, you don't like Kathy Griffin? And I go, well, I mean, she's not really stand up anymore. She like doesn't really do stand up. Like, yeah, she's just a social media star, right? So this is first date within 5 minutes of meeting. She goes, you just don't like her because she's a female comedian. And I was like, well, can't wait to have a second date, baby.
I would enjoy that conversation because I do like female comedians.
But
I'm not actually familiar with Kathy's stand-up. I think she was funny. I liked her back. I thought she was funny on This Isn't Stand-Up though. I liked her on Seinfeld. I thought she was great.
Yeah.
What else did she do? She did something else.
Dude, but then I was like, oh, are you kidding me? There's a ton of female comedians that I like. And now you're defending. Dude, as soon as you give credence to that comment, even defending it and being like, well, I like this person, I like this person, you still are the crazy person in that
you're right.
scenario.
You're right.
She gaslit me.
I probably would argue with that.
Gaslit me before gaslighting was a thing. Dude, I think it's the only time in recent memory that I've ever split the bill on a first date. Like it was an ice cold conversation. It like got like hostile. Like she was like very hostile, and I was like, all right. I like chugged my drink, and like, dude, I'm talking 15 minutes. It went to shit in 15 minutes. The waitress comes over and she's like, can I get you anything else? And I was like, the check would be good. And dude, it was literally one of those. We walked down to the restaurants, Tavern in the Square, Central Square. I remember this. It was, we walked out. And dude, it was Inman Square. We literally sometimes you're like, you pause, you're like, well, that was a nice time. Dude, we literally walked out. Neither one of us looked at each other and we just walked our separate ways.
That's great.
I was just like, see you later. She was like, yep. Dude, it was horrible. It was you know what it is? It was funny at the time, but like, what a waste of time. Just such a waste of a night,
Yeah.
But hey, listen, dude, that's the thing. You're not going to like it. Dude, there are so many people that you don't vibe with, so I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's great. You got it all quick.
Well, dude, I have no qualms about being like, hey, this is not going well.
That's good. Yeah.
Not going good.
You ever do speed dating?
No, I would like to try that, though. I bet that would be fun.
It's like 10, and it's like right off the bat. You just look at it in the face.
Dude, also, I think I'd be good at that because I'm a great first impression on a date. I'm at my best on first dates.
I got a lot of questions.
Second and thirds are where, they fall apart a little bit.
I'm the type, I ask questions and immediately regret it. Like, I ask and within a second, like if she looks at me in the eyes, if she looks at me in the eyes, I'm immediately not paying attention and they can tell.
Yeah.
I'm like glossed over because I'm like, it's just, sometimes I know right off the top, I'm like, oh, shouldn't ask that. Like, you ever ask somebody, like, hey, how you doing? They're like, long story, you're just like, damn it.
Dude, we saw that.
Never say that to me.
We saw that when Mike and I were at this at a comedy club the other night, and that comic walks in. Yeah, there was me and you.
Oh,
and she literally,
it happened to me recently.
Dude, I didn't know this comedian, but she literally walks up to us, and Mike goes, "Hey, how's it going?" And she goes, "Not good." And she goes, "Hoping to be better soon." Dude, we just stood there. What do you say to that?
Which one was this?
I don't even remember. It was at the Pear.
Is that the girl that leaped back when I...
Dude, and she did this weird thing with her hand. She goes, "Hope to be better soon." And then we were like, what?
No, she jumped back, which put me off guard because I'm like, I didn't want to talk to her, but she was standing near us for so long looking in our direction. I'm like, I got to say something.
Yeah.
I shouldn't. Next time I'm just going to bulldog and turn my back on her.
Not
she
good.
Back.
Dude, and then she goes, guess you didn't expect that answer. And I was like, yeah, no a normal person would never say something like that.
Yeah, whatchamacallit, communication skills in people it's an all-time low.
Even if you're not good, just say like, "Oh, I'm good," and go home and cry about it.
Yeah, it was a lot of the animation that was also troubling me at the time.
Not good to a complete stranger. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I felt like I was part of that not good. That's why I didn't like it. She's like, not good now that you're talking to me.
Not good.
That's
in this moment.
You talk to people that you don't want to talk to. I think I just realized
Yeah.
that. I didn't want to talk to her.
Yeah.
Just trying to be polite.
Dude, that's the thing. You can't. I get myself into trouble trying to be polite all the time. Try to be polite, all of a sudden you're talking with someone for an hour, you just want to leave the conversation.
It's hard to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Easy to get in.
Too easy to get
The
in.
whole Afghanistan thing. Easy to get in.
It's a nice,
Actually, it was easy to get out. It was now.
too easy to get out.
Yeah.
That's a nice little bow on it. A nice little callback. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Feeling good? You want to
I
wrap?
think let's wrap.
You want to promote anything?
What do I got going on? I'll be at LOL Comedy Club. I'm posting tonight. I'm there every night this week. Come by. Hit me up on Instagram for free tickets.
Yeah.
That's Mike T. Kerrigan on Instagram. Free tickets. LOL Comedy Club.
See Outer Town Hall, the podcast on Instagram, TikTok. Dylan Krasinski on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. These are out sporadically on Thursdays. Now that I'm living in the city, I think we're going to be doing them every week. So give it a follow every Thursday. That's pretty much it. Any last words?
You got a Patreon?
No, but yeah, I probably should, right?
We'll get a Patreon.
Should hook up a
The hidden
Patreon.
clips that we can't say.
Yeah, like when you call women broads.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
That's pretty much it. All right, baby. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Good night.
Let's go.